كتاب أنزلناه إليك مبارك ليدبروا آياته وليتذكر أولو الألباب.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. ألم تر أن الله يولج الليل في النهار ويولج النهار في الليل وسخر الشمس والقمر كل يجري إلى أجل مسمى وأن الله بما تعملون خبير. ذلك بأن الله هو الحق وأن ما يدعون من دونه الباطل. ذلك بأن الله هو الحق وأن ما يدعون من دونه الباطل وأن الله هو العلي الكبير. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على رسوله الأمين وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. اللهم انفعنا بما علمتنا وعلمنا ما ينفعنا وزدنا علما وبعد. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He said in the previous ayah that His might and His power and His glory and grandeur is such that all of you, this whole mankind, your creation and your resurrection, for Allah, it's just like creating a single individual, not more than that. So easy for Him. His praises and His glory and His might and His knowledge, if you start writing about it, the trees are going to get over. If you make pens out of these trees, this wood, these trees are going to get over. If you use the water in the seas as ink, the seas are going to get over. But the praises of Allah, the mention of Him, His kalimat, His attributes, His knowledge, His grandeur, His glory, the mention of it is not going to get exhausted. Your resources will exhaust, but His kalimat are not going to get exhausted. Now Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala draws our attention to another fact. أَلَمْ تَرَ أَنَّ اللَّهَ يُولِجُ اللَّيْلَ فِي النَّهَارِ وَيُولِجُ النَّهَارَ فِي اللَّيْلِ. Do you not see that? Don't you know that Allah causes the night to enter the day and causes the day to enter the night? كُلٌّ وَسَخَّرَ الشَّمْسَ وَالْقَمَرَ, and has subjected the sun and the moon. كُلٌّ يَجْرِي إِلَى أَجَلٍ مُسَمَّى, each running its course for a specified term. وَأَنَّ اللَّهَ بِمَا تَعْمَلُونَ خَبِيرٌ, and that Allah of whatever you do is aware. Now, a couple of things here. First of all, سَخَّرَ الشَّمْسَ وَالْقَمَرَ, that He subjected the sun and the moon to you. And we discussed this point in the earlier sessions, that how all these things in the heavens and the earth, they have been subjected for us. We discussed that in detail. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, أَلَمْ تَرَوْا أَنَّ اللَّهَ سَخَّرَ لَكُمْ مَا فِي السَّمَاوَاتِ وَمَا فِي الْأَرْضِ وَأَسْبَغَ عَلَيْكُمْ نِعَمَهُ ظَاهِرَةً وَبَاطِنَةً وَمِنَ النَّاسِ مَنْ يُجَادِلُ فِي اللَّهِ بِغَيْرِ عِلْمٍ وَلَا هُدًى وَلَا كِتَابٍ مُنِيرٍ. Okay, we discussed this point, that do you not see that Allah has made subject to you whatever is in the heavens and the earth, and whatever is in the heavens and whatever is in the earth, and amply bestowed upon you His favors, both apparent and unapparent. But of the people is he who disputes about Allah without knowledge or guidance or an enlightening book. So now, from these things, two things are being mentioned here: the sun and the moon, because they are so apparent. And so many people, and such is this when a person gets out and he sees the sun in the sky and this light emanating from it, and this these rays coming to the earth, and when the sun is not there, then darkness falls on earth and it gets cold and whatnot. So many people, when they saw it, they started to worship sun. Similarly, they worshiped moon because it came out in the night and provided light and whatnot. So they started to worship the sun and the moon, and they didn't worship the one who created the sun and the moon. So these are the creation of Allah. These are there for you to take nasiha, for you to take advice. Alam tara, alam tara anna Allah yuliju layla fi nahar wa yuliju nahar. Do you not see that Allah causes the night to enter the day and causes the day to enter night? And He has specified, sakhara shamsa wal qamar, specified their course, the sun and the moon, each running its course for a specified term. This is very important. The second point here, ila ajalin musamma. They are running their courses for a specified term, for a specified time, because they're not going to be there forever. They're not gods you worship. They're not creators. They're not objects to be worshipped, because they are there only for a specified time. And the Creator is there. He was, He will be, He is, and He will be for eternity. But this creation, they are there only for a specified time. So be careful, because when that happens, that time is going to run out and they will cease to be there, and that will be the day of judgment. And what will happen there? What will happen that time, that day? The amal, your actions are going to be presented before Allah. And the people who did righteous deeds, they will enter paradise. And people who did wicked deeds, they didn't believe in Allah and did wicked, evil deeds, they will have to pay for their actions. Of course, I'm mentioning these things in, of course, there's this, further details that how certain things Allah may forgive for certain individuals, and He may just make them enter paradise and other things. But still, people who did bad deeds, they deserve the punishment. Whether Allah will give them the punishment or not, that's secondary question. Okay, of course, we're talking about the believers here. So, كل يجري إلى أجل مسمى وأن الله بما تعملون. So remember that this sun and the moon, they are there only for specified term, and when that term ends, day of judgment is going to be there, and people will be answerable for their deeds. So you people, take heed. In وَأَنَّ اللَّهَ بِمَا تَعْمَلُونَ. What are you doing right now? Be careful of that. Be mindful of that, because whatever you are doing right now, Allah is aware of it. Allah knows about it. ذَلِكَ بِأَنَّ اللَّهَ هُوَ الْحَقُّ. And this creation, this everything, what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has mentioned before, the sun and the moon and His creation, they're all witnessing to this fact that Allah is the truth. وَأَنَّ مَا يَدْعُونَ مِن دُونِهِ الْبَاطِلِ. And that what they call upon other than Him is falsehood. Whether you call to sun or moon or whatever besides Allah, it's all falsehood. وَأَنَّ اللَّهَ هُوَ الْعَلِيُّ الْكَبِيرُ. And because Allah is the most high, the grand. أَلَمْ تَرَ أَنَّ الْفُلْكَ تَجْرِي فِي الْبَحْرِ بِنِعْمَةِ اللَّهِ لِيُرِيَكُم مِّنْ آيَاتِهِ إِنَّ فِي ذَلِكَ لَآيَاتٍ لِكُلِّ صَبَّارٍ شَكُورٍ. Do you not see that ships sail through the sea by the favor of Allah, and that He may show you of His signs? Indeed, in that are signs for everyone patient and grateful. Now, see this amazement that people sometimes they look for miracles. Where are the miracles? Okay? When in reality miracles are all around you. أم حسبت أن أصحاب الكهف والرقيم كانوا من آياتنا عجبا. Do you think that the people of the cave, what did Allah say about them? Do you think أم حسبت أن أصحاب الكهف والرقيم كانوا من آياتنا عجبا, that they, the story of them, that they were in the cave for so many years and then they came out and the whole society had changed, and do you think this is something miraculous? When in reality miracles are all around you. They're all around you. Look at your own self, how you have been fashioned. Look at people around you. Look at this creation of Allah, the sun and the moon, the trees, the animals, the plants, this earth. Miracles are all around you. They're not supposed to be there, but they are there. They're not supposed to be so orderly, but they're so orderly. And there's this fashion, this design. It's all around you, all around you. It all points out to the fact that this creation has a creator. And it has only one creator, because there's this similarity in design. Human beings, 2 eyes, a nose and mouth, and hands and limbs. Same thing in animals. And in these plants, you have leaves and flower, and and the other plants are like that. This similarity in design, and subhanAllah, that's amazing. That's amazing. So it points out to the fact that there's only one creator. So one of those miracles is that you see this water. When you walk in it, you will drown. But then you have this ship, it floats. It floats. Allah makes it to float. Allah made the law such that it will float. You cannot go in the air, but now you have aeroplanes. The laws are there. The laws, who made the laws? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Mankind only discovered these laws. The law of buoyancy, the law of gravity, and the laws of magnetism and attraction, and mankind just discovered it. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He made it. So these are the miracles there, right there in front of your eyes. أَلَمْ تَرَ أَنَّ الْفُلْكَ تَجْرِي فِي الْبَحْرِ بِنِعْمَةِ اللَّهِ. Do not see that ship sails through the sea by the favor of Allah. لِيُرِيَكُم مِّنْ آيَاتِهِ, that He may show you of your signs, He may show you of His signs. إِنَّ فِي ذَلِكَ لَآيَاتٍ لِكُلِّ صَبَّارٍ شَكُورٍ. In this, there are signs for everyone who's patient and grateful. And what is this patience and gratefulness? We'll come to that in the coming session, inshallah. Wallahu a'lam bis-sawab. هذا وصلى الله وسلم على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين.
في العلم صبرا حتى سموه الصبور، يخرج العلم بفأل مثل ريحان الزهور. واطلب العلم أخي فهو درب به نور.